Hello everyone, myself Simran Shukla. I am your geology tutor and today's chapter is reproduction. Reproduction. What we learn today in our reproduction chapter, first, male reproductive system, reproductive system. Second one is female reproductive system. Third one is gametogenesis. Fourth one is fertilization, implantation, and lactation. So we learn biological process to produce offsprings for the quantity of species over generation. This is a simple definition of reproduction is biological process to produce offspring for the continuity of species over generation and generation. Why it's important reproduction? Because when reproduction is not occur, then what happens after some year after several years the generation of animals disappear. This appear because reproduction not happens, then how the new organism, how the offspring is born. So first, reproductive events. First is gametogenesis, means genesis means formation, the gamete formation first. After it, insemination, fertilization, fertilization, formation of and development of blastocyst. After it, blastocyst goes to the uterus and implantation happens. After implantation, gestation period means a 9 month baby carry by the female, so is a gestation period. And then parturition period means delivery in a simple word. After it, lactation period or a breast feeding system, male reproductive system. So in a male reproductive system, there is first primary sex organ, which is testis or testis. What is the primary sex organs means? Which means it make a gamete. It make a sex organ gamete, and it also help in a fertilization. And second is secondary. When a primary sex organ functions, if you want to write its function, formation of gametes and formation of sex hormone. Example, testosterone. In a secondary sex organ, there is a part, suppose external genitalia. Genitalia. External genitalia means which we see in externally. So there is a scrotum. Scrotum is a pouch-like organ in a male, and after it, it's Spanish. In a scrotum, testes is have. In a scrotum, testes have. Second is accessory duct, accessory glands. First is seminal vesicles. Second is prostate gland. Third one is bulbourethral gland or Cooper's gland. Seminal vesicles gland or bulbourethral gland is present in a pair, and prostate gland only present one. Okay. After it, in a secondary sexual organ, accessory glands, some accessory ducts also present. First is vasa deferentia, epididymis. Third is red testis. Fourth is urethra. Fifth is vas efferentia. And sixth is ejaculatory duct. Okay. So, in the male reproductive system, there is a primary sex organ, the testis present in a scrotum. Secondary sex organ have a external genitalia, scrotum and penis, and some accessory glands, seminal vesicle. This is a seminal vesicle, urinary bladder, ejaculatory duct. This is a prostate gland, bulbourethral gland, urethra. This is vas deferens, testis, epididymis, glans penis, and a urethral meatus. And this is a penis. This is a diagram of male ejaculatory duct. We see a testis. So in a testis, suppose this is a testis. In a testis, there are testicular lobules. Suppose that this is a compartment. This is a compartment of testicular lobules. In a compartment, there is present a seminiferous tubules. In each compartment, there is 2 or 3 seminiferous tubules present. This is a seminiferous tubules. Okay. After it, this is the rete testis. And this is the vasa efferentia. So, this is a testis. If we see a testis diagram, in a testis, there is a testicular lobules around 200 to 250. There is a seminiferous tubules. Okay, after the braided testis, vas differentia 10 to 12 numbers, epidermis and vas differentia. So in a testicular lobules, there is a seminiferous tubules. In a seminiferous tubules, spermatogonia converted into a sperms. In a sperms, this goes down to the radial testis. After a differential of sperms is in a seminiferous tubules. If we see one seminiferous tubules, suppose this is a seminiferous tubules. In a seminiferous tubules, there is a cells present. This is a Leydig cells or interstitial cell. Along Sartori cells also present in a seminiferous tubules. In a seminiferous tubules, there is spermatogonia cell present and a immunocompetent cells also present. Okay, so this is a seminiferous tubules, and if we see a seminiferous tubules, in a seminiferous tubule there is a Leydig cells, also called the interstitial cells, Sartori cells, which help in a spermatogenesis, and spermatogonia. Spermatogonia is a primary cell to form sperms. Okay, also immunocompetent cells. In a need, there is a question arise. There is a immunocompetent cells is a part of a seminiferous tubules. It's yes. Immunocompetent cells are part of a seminiferous tubules. So always remember that. So scrotum. What is a scrotum? Suppose this is a penis and testis present like this here. Okay, and testis is present in a scrotum. Scrotum is a pouch-like structure and maintain 2 to 2.5 temperature lower than normal टेम्परेचर. स्कॉटम का टेम्परेचर हमारा नॉर्मल टेम्परेचर जो बॉडी का टेम्परेचर उससे 2 to 2.5 टेम्परेचर कम होता है बिकॉज ऑफ द स्पर्मेटोजेनेसिस. Spermatogenesis. Okay. So in an interstitial space outside seminiferous tubules, in interstitial space outside the seminiferous tubules, immunocompetent cells present in a seminiferous tubules. Okay, remember that. Pathway of sperm. If we see a pathway of sperm, first is seminiferous tubules, then red testis, vas differentia, epidermis, and a vas differentia. So pathway of sperm, first sperm goes in a seminiferous tubules. In a seminiferous tubules goes to the red testis, goes to the vas differentia, epidermis, and vas differentia. Okay, some accessory ducts present in a sperm. हमने अभी क्या देखा था? हमने देखा था genitalia देख लिया था क्योंकि genitalia have a primary sex organ, testis. We see a testis. Right now we see a accessory ducts. What the function of accessory ducts? Storage of sperm and transportation Transportation of sperm is by first comes rete testis. In a rete testis, receive sperm from seminiferous seminiferous tubules, and opens into vas efferentia. We know the pathway of the rete test. We know the pathway of the sperm. Sperm goes to the first rete testis. After it, vas efferentia. In a vas efferentia, there is a 10 to 12 in number. 10 to 12 in number. Transport of sperm from rete testis to epididymis. Okay. The sperm goes down to the epididymis. Epididymis is a 6-meter long, highly coiled, and there is a temporary storage of sperms, helps in maturation of sperm, and it's located posterior of testis. You see the diagram? There is a testis present here and epididymis present here. The posterior of testis, epididymis present. After it, vas differentia, transport sperm from epididymis to ejaculatory duct. It ascends upward and loops over urinary bladder. After it, posterior to urinary bladder, it meets ejaculatory duct. So first, sperm goes to the rete testis. What the function of the rete testis is: receive sperm from seminiferous tubules and open into vas efferentia. After it, vas efferentia is a 10 to 12 in a number. Transport sperm from rete testis to epididymis. In an epididymis is a 6-meter long, highly coiled, temporary storage of sperm in an epididymis, helps in maturation of sperm. That's why here is a temporary storage, because maturation of sperm. Located posterior of a testis. After it, sperm goes to the vas differentia. Transport sperm from epididymis to ejaculatory duct. It ascends upward and loops over urinary bladder. Posterior to urinary bladder, it meets ejaculatory duct. After it, sperm goes to ejaculatory duct, forms from duct to vas differentia and seminal vesicle, and it opens into urethra. In a urethra is a urinogenital duct, means urine and sperm goes down here. It open urethral meters. The sperm goes down to the ejaculatory duct. In the ejaculatory duct forms from duct to vas differential seminal vesicle opens into urethra. Urethra is a urinogenital duct means urine and sperm goes down with the help of a urethra. Here it opens to urethral meters. After it, some accessory glands also present. So the accessory glands, we know there is a seminal vesicles, prostate gland, and last one is bulbourethral gland. So in a seminal vesicle, we know that this is a one pair, this is only a single, and this is also a one pair. It's located posterior, located below urinary bladder, located below prostate gland. Okay, seminal vesicles, seminal vesicles 60 to 70% contribute to the semen, making a semen. In a seminal vesicles, fructose and prostaglandins also present. Accessory gland and prostate gland in a seminal plasma 25 to 30%, and it has a calcium. Seminal plasma 5 to 10%, and it helps insemination. It helps in insemination. So in accessory glands, the seminal vesicles, prostate gland, and bulbourethral gland, also called Cowper's gland. Seminal vesicles have a one pair located posterior seminal vesicle 60 to 70%. This contributed. It has a fructose and prostaglandins. The prostate gland is a single pair located below urinary bladder. Seminal plasma have a 20 to 25 to 30% and had a calcium. When a bulbourethral gland, also called a Cowper's gland, it is also one pair located below prostate gland, and seminal plasma contributed 5 to 10%. And it helps in insemination because it lubricate. It helps in a lubrication also. External genitalia. First is external genitalia, penis, enlarged part called glans penis, loose fold skin called foreskin. Its function helps in insemination. Sorry. It has an erectile tissue, helps in insemination. And second is scrotum, is a pouch-like structure and help in maintaining temperature for spermatogenesis. Okay. So in a external genitalia, penis has present and last part called glans penis, loose fold skin called foreskin, and function is helps insemination Erectile tissue helps in insemination. And also there is a scrotum, which is a pouch-like structure, help in maintaining temperature for spermatogenesis. Okay, so right now we learn about the female reproductive system, and female reproductive system is like this. Okay, the ovary look like this, and there is a have a fimbriae who collect the ovum. Okay, so this is a structure of a female reproductive system. There is a uterine cavity. This is a uterine fundus. Okay, this is a isthmus, ampulla, infundibulum, and fimbriae, ovary. Okay, cervix, cervical canal, vaginal canal, uterus, oviduct or fallopian tube. So in a female reproductive system, there is a oviduct or fallopian tube, or this is a part of a fallopian tube. First is isthmus, second is ampulla, third is infundibulum, and fourth is fimbriae, and there is a ovary. Okay, so ampulla is a wider part present in a female reproductive system, and infundibulum is called because it is a funnel-like shaped, and in a fimbriae there is a very fimbriae is a finger-like projection is present because to grave a ovary. When ovary produce a ovum, fimbriae-like projection is graved. Okay, and this is a cervix, cervical canal, vaginal canal, also called a birth canal. Okay, this is a uterus where the implantation formed. Okay, worm भी बोल सकते हैं, uterus or also called a worm. It is a inverted pear shaped. Okay, and attached to pelvic wall by ligaments, and fallopian tube is 10 to 12 centimeter long. Extend ovary to uterus. So fallopian tube extend ovary to uterus, and uterus is inverted pear shaped attached sex organ and a secondary sex organ. In a primary sex organ, there is a sex hormones. There is a ovum, and ovum function as a making of sex hormones and formation of a gamete. In a secondary sex organs, there is a accessory ducts. In accessory ducts is a fallopian tube and oviduct present, which we see in a diagram. Second uterus, third vagina, and fourth is cervix. Genitalia, external genitalia means which we see is a mons, pubis, labia majora, labia minora, clitoris, and a hymen. In an accessory gland, there is a mammary gland, Bartholin gland, paraurethral gland. Don't be confused here about Bartholin gland. Bartholin gland present in a female reproductive system, and bulbourethral gland present in a male reproductive system. Don't be confused. Okay, the student confused between bulbourethral and bulbotholin gland. Uterus covered by three layers, endometrium. Inside layer of a uterus is endometrium, myometrium, is a middle layer, and perimetrium is outer layer of uterus. Perimetrium. Okay. So first, this is a mens mons pubis, and it covered with the hair, covered by hair. After it, there is a labia minora. This is a labia majora and clitoris present here. After it, labia minora present. There is a vaginal opening, vaginal opening, and there is a urethral opening. Here, labia majora start with mons pubis to till vaginal opening. And in a vaginal opening, there is a partial hymen, partially loose tissue present here, and it's rupture because of the cycling, because of the exercise is a heavy exercise. But in some, some perhaps in some state, some villages also, and some people also, uh, hymen think like that. Hymen is a virginity. If hymen present, female is a virgin, and if hymen is not present, female is a non-virgin. So this is a really a myth. So hymen is also ruptured because of this situations, heavy exercise, heavy flow, and also PCOD and PCOS. Virginity से इसका कोई लेना देना नहीं होता. So suppose this is a pectoralis major muscle. So our breast, mammary gland also called breast, and is present in a pair. Okay, pectoral one pair, and number of two present. Pectoral major muscle is connected with the breast. This is breast. There's lots of fat present in a breast areas. There is a two there's a two mammary lobules present. After in mammary lobules, there is a mammary alveolus present, and mammary alveolus is like in a lung. Alveolar present in a mammary gland, the alveolus present, and milk production occurs here. After my mammary alveolus, there is a mammary lobules, mammary tubules present, and it connected with a mammary duct. Mammary duct. It is part after it mammary ampulla, mammary ampulla, and lactiferous duct present through which milk is sucked out with the help of a nipple present end of the breast. So if we see a hierarchy of this, what we have seen, there is a 15 to 20 mammary lobes. After it, mammary alveolus present, mammary tubules. After mammary tubules, there is mammary duct, and then mammary ampulla, then lactiferous duct, where the sucking out sucking out milk with the help of nipple. Okay, this is a hierarchy of this. After this, if we see a term, lactation. Lactation means lactation have started with the help of a two hormones, oxytocins and prolactin. Oxytocins and prolactin. Oxytocin, milk ejection, it helps in a milk ejection, and prolactin helps in a milk synthesis. When the female deliver a child, there is a colostrum. When the female deliver a child, the female start to ejecting milk synthesis. In a milk synthesis, colostrum is synthesis. In a colostrum, there is a antibodies IgA, IgE, and lots of immunities present. That's why the doctor said the early 10 to 15 days and 2 to 4 days is very important to feed a baby because of IgA, IgE, and immunity. If we don't, so babies guys get so many diseases because of it. So starting lactation is very important because of colostrum is present in the milk of a mother. Okay, so this is a mammary gland. Gamete formation means spermatogenesis, spermatogenesis, and oogenesis. Genesis means formation something. Okay. So in a spermatogenesis, sperm formed started at puberty. Spermatogenesis started at puberty, and sperm formation occurs throughout life. That is, older people also have spermatogenesis process. Spermatogenesis process. And oogenesis, ovum formed. Ovum formed in a oogenesis. Spermatogenesis occurs in a males. Oogenesis occurs in a female. Third one is it started at fetal life. Okay, when the baby is in a fetus. Okay, fourth one is oogenesis. Oogenesis stops in a 15 years, which is called menopause. There is a four difference between a spermatogenesis and oogenesis. It start in a puberty. It start in a fetal life, sperm form, ovum form, spermatogenesis in a male condition, oogenesis occurs in a females. Sperm formation occurs throughout the life in a spermatogenesis, but in a oogenesis stop in 15 years and also early, which is called a menopause. After it, primary cell, and we found it from seminiferous tubules. Seminiferous tubules. And spermatogonia is a diploid condition. Okay, so it is 44 plus x y, and it goes down for a mitosis and form primary spermatocyte. After it, it goes down to the meiosis first and formed two cell. After it, meiosis second start, and this is a secondary spermatocyte. Spermatocyte. Mitosis means increase the number and meiosis means decrease the number. So increase one number, so this is 2n and this is n or n. This is a diploid condition, this is a haploid conditions. Okay, 22 plus x. After it, meiosis second, it divided and called spermatids. In a spermatids, there is 22 plus y. Okay, इसके half of number में ये बढ़ जाएंगे, तो it like that. It goes down and sperm formed. After spermatids, sperm formed or spermatozoa, whatever you want to tell, you say sperm and spermatozoa. What happens here in spermatogonia, the primary cell goes down to the mitosis and form primary spermatocyte. After it, meiosis again. Meiosis first do and second spermatocytes formed. After it, meiosis second and spermatids form. After it, spermatozoa form. It heres to heres. There is called spermatogenesis process. Spermatogenesis process. And from spermatid to sperm, this is called spermiogenesis process. After it, spermatozoa goes to the lumen of seminiferous tubule, and it's called spermiation. Okay, so don't be confused between spermatogenesis, spermiogenesis and spermiation. Two spermatids. Okay, spermiogenesis means spermatid convert sperms or spermatozoa. Spermiation means sperms enter into the lumen of seminiferous tubules. Okay, and pH of semen is 7.2 to 7.5. It's alkaline, and Sertoli cells release sperm maturation factor, which help in spermiogenesis. genesis. Right now, hormonal hormonal regulation in males. Hormonal regulation in males. Hormonal regulation in males. Hypothalamus. Hypothalamus secrete gonadotrophic releasing hormone. Gonadotrophic releasing hormone secrete anterior pituitary anterior pituitary secrete gonadotrophin, and gonadotrophin secrete follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. Follicle stimulating hormone act on Sertoli cells and secrete some factors and help in spermiogenesis. Luteinizing hormone secrete Leydig or interstitial cell secrete androgens or testicular hormone and help in spermatogenesis. So hypothalamus secretes gonadotropin releasing hormone, gonadotropin releasing hormone secrete anterior pituitary secrete gonadotropin. And gonadotropin secrete two hormones, follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. Follicle stimulating hormone act on a Sertoli cells and Sertoli cells secrete some factors and help in spermiogenesis. Luteinizing hormones act on a Leydig cells, interstitial cells and secrete androgens, testicular hormone and secrete spermatogenesis. It's help in spermatogenesis. This is a hormone regulation in males. अब हम बात करेंगे oogenesis की. oogenesis process जो है it's very different from the spermatogenesis because it started in a fetal life. It started in a fetal life. Okay. So oogenesis. Oogenesis occurred in a females and formed ovum. Its primary oogonia. Its primary cell is oogonia. Primary cell is oogonia. Oogonia perform mitosis, increase their number, and form primary oocyst. And primary oocyst goes down to the meiosis first and form and arrested in prophase 1 diplotin stage. It happens in a fetal life after the female birth and goes to the puberty. After puberty hit, meiosis first completed and one polar body and one cell is formed. One polar body and secondary oocyst is formed. Polar body means it degenerate. Okay. Secondary oocyst is divide again, but first polar body is not divided. Second oocyst goes for a meiosis second and not completed, arrested at the prophase second. After the secondary oocyst completed and make second polar body and cell and ovum formed and secondary meiosis completed when when the sperm enter. Okay. The secondary meiosis also arrested in a process second and after it relaxed, secondary meiosis completed when the sperm is reaches to the cell. Second polar body formed and ovum formed. Okay, this is a formation of oogenesis. After the oogenesis, primary follicle and here granulosa layer. This is a primary oocyst. Secondary follicle formed. Okay, after it, antrum formed. This is a secondary oocyst. Theca interna formed. Theca interna formed. Zona pellucida layer formed. Zona pellucida layer formed in a Graafian follicle and granulosa layer increases here. Granulosa layer increases here also and antrum formed. Theca externa and interna. Granulosa layer is very important because granulosa cells secrete the endogenous hormones and in a primary follicle, secondary follicle, least granulosa layer is present. Graafian follicle have a highest, most abundant with the granulosa layer. Okay, so Graafian follicle, this Graafian follicle and it rupture and release ovum. After the release ovum, it formed a corpus luteum cell. Okay, the follicular development started primary follicle, secondary follicle, tertiary follicle and Graafian follicle. Primary follicle, there is a primary oocyst, there is a granulosa layer. In a tertiary follicle, antrum started to develop. Theca externa and interna started to develop. Granulosa layer increases. Okay, and after it, Graafian follicle, zona pellucida formed started. Secondary oocyst formed Secondary oocyst formed, zona pellucida formed, Graafian follicle, granulosa layer most abundant here, least abundant in primary follicle. Graafian follicle ruptured and released ovum and formed a corpus luteum. What is a corpus luteum? Corpus luteum secrete amount of estrogen hormone and estrogen hormone helps development of endometrium. Okay, and it also secrete progesterone hormone and progesterone hormone help in maintaining endometrium. So corpus luteum secrete estrogen hormone and estrogen hormone help in development of endometrium and progesterone help in maintaining the endometrium. And endometrium function is endometrium lining the uterus in an inner wall and it rupture and cyclic changes when the menstrual cycle occur and when the menstrual cycle not occur implantation occur. Endometrium is protected the zygote and fetals also. That's why it's important to maintain progesterone always secrete when the progesterone hormone secreted means pregnancy confirmed because progesterone lining maintaining the endometrium persistent throughout the 9 months and that's why progesterone is secreted only when the pregnancy occurs. It's okay. And some hormonal hor- hormonal changes in oogenesis, like hypothalamus. Hypothalamus secreted gonadotrophic releasing hormone. Gonadotrophic releasing hormone secreted anterior pituitary secreted gonadotrophic releasing hormone. Gonadotrophic releasing gonadotrophin releasing hormone. Gonadotrophic releasing hormone secreted two hormone, follicular stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. Name से indicate हो रहा है follicular stimulating hormone secreted. Follicular development, follicular development, also so granulosa layer, and also secrete estrogen. Luteinizing hormone help in a causes ovulation, makes corpus luteum, and release secondary oocyst. Okay, this is the procedure of hypothalamus secrete gonadotrophic releasing hormone, gonadotrophic releasing hormone secrete anterior pituitary secreted gonadotrophic releasing hormone, gonadotrophic releasing hormone secrete two hormones, follicular stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone. Follicular stimulating hormone नेम से indicate हो रहा है follicular development में help करेगा. It's also help in a granular layer. It's secreted estrogens and a luteinizing hormone causes ovulation. It's help in a causes ovulate. Ovulation started in 14th day. Okay, 14th day of menstrual period. Okay, the ovulation causes because of luteinizing hormone. It causes a corpus luteum. Corpus luteum releases secondary oocyst. This is the whole process of oogenesis. I hope you like this video. I hope you like this topic. Thank you.